So I've upgraded the printer with this nice screen, whatever it is, a sticky thing on top of the glass, so it's flat and it does work quite well. I'm going to print a dice in a minute just to finish it off, because I want to find out when it comes down to turn off the heater. So I want to find out the Z height it finishes at, so I can put a microswitch at the side or some sort of sensor so it turns off and doesn't waste electric. So I calibrated the Z height. It was quite about a millimetre out, I think, and it's a lot better. It's sticking every time I've done a print. So next step then. Well, if you saw my last video, you see I was using glass to print on, and let's see if we can see that. 54 degrees. So when it's finished printing, we'll see how far it drops down after printing, if it's a set height or if it goes down to a certain level, because I'm going to put a microswitch in to detect and turn the heater off. You don't want a heater on all night, do you? I've also fitted, I think it's 6mm compressed air pipe into the head. It's the same size as what that black stuff you get. But at least you can see it, look, you can see inside, it's clear. And I'm going to try different lengths if it keeps breaking, because it does break when it's finished. It breaks from there sometimes, breaks down there. But if I make a longer one, then I don't reckon it's going to be so good. But anyway, we'll see what happens. So it's nearly finished. I'm going to see how far it drops down and put a microswitch, not on this bit here, but on the back side. And want a microswitch with a little wheel on it, so it can go both directions. Well, here it goes, look. So let's have a look. Should it keep doing that? Is that normal? Well, what I'm going to do now, instead of trying to peel it off, I'm going to turn the heater off now. The bed's at 52 degrees, and I'll see how long it takes to cool down. Well, it's been nearly 50 minutes because I forgot. So we'll see if it comes off. It was hard work when it's hot. It's come off. So I found some micro switches. This one's a second-hand one. Well, it's been in the garage for years, so I'm not going to use that one. Probably rusty inside. This is a brand new one. So we're going to attach that to the bottom. So when the table hits it, it'll tell it's finished. Just testing which way round it goes. Oh, so that's connected all the time. And this one is the switch. I need 3 hands for this job. Oh my lord. There we go. That's the switch. Can't see that, but so we need these two here. Really, that's what I'm going to use. I've soldered the wires on because I couldn't find any spade connectors that small. Let's double check it. There we go. Perfect. Rather than print one off because I can't be bothered, I just got an old cap off a WD-40 can and metal 3 holes with a soldering iron and hole out the side for the wires. Right, I've had to use hot glue gun. That's all I've got left. My epoxy resin's run out. So there you go. So I'll bring the bed down. There you go. Detecting the beds at the bottom. So what we've got to do now is put this into these 2 wires into the Arduino in the digital pin in, and then or an analog pin, but a digital pin we use. And then we've got it automatic turning off. Well, to be honest, it's late at night. I've had about 9 cans of lager. I've tried soldering it. I think I might just try powering it up, see if it works. Oh my lord, what's going on? Right, I can see what I'm doing now. It's the daytime, and so we've got the negative wire off the sensor going into a 10k resistor down to earth, and then into the digital pin. Then the other side's going to the positive 5 volts. Which wire is it? This one here. Just lucky I had a spare wire hanging about. And right, now to put the program in. So here's the code. If the Z switch, the bed switch activates, then it goes to stop. So it jumps this, otherwise it would come to start, go back to start on this go to command. So it jumps past there, goes to stop, and reads it again if it's high. If the switch is on, then it turns off the heater relay, turns off the heater LED light, turns off the power LED, and then stops for 0.1 of a second, and then comes back to the go to, goes back to stop again. And but if it's then if the switch is not activated while it's doing these loops, then it will miss this go to stop, and it will come down here. It will turn the on switch LED on again, and then it will go back into the loop, go back to start. So it comes by here. If it doesn't detect anything, it just goes back to start, comes back again. If it does detect anything, it goes into here, gets stuck in this loop until the switch is deactivated, and goes back to start again. Okay, we're going to do a home check. You can see the heater is working at the minute. Both bulbs are on. So as that comes down, it should turn it off. Oh, what's going on? Oh, it's not worked. Can't believe it, can you? Try again. There you go. I bent the microswitch lever around slightly. Yes, alright. So if I manually put the Z up, heat comes on, heat goes off, heat comes on, heat goes off. So here's the circuit diagram before I've added the D8 pin on. I'll just put it on now. There you go. All it is the switch there. Got 5 volts on one side. So and then a 10k resistor going down to earth on the digital pin side to stop any stray voltages going about. But you might want to experiment with that one, because I've had a bit of a variation with a switch sometimes. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to do this dice just as a small program to see if it works properly. So turn on the heater, 24 volts, 5.7 amps, heater's on, so I press. Right, let's check the temperature of the bed. It's 23. Can you not see that? 23. So hopefully it'll get warm by the time it starts building. Oh, 27. Oh, the heater's gone off. Let's come back on again. You can actually see the reflection, can't you? Just there. So the heater's at 136, the extruder. We're at 28. Hopefully rising. I should have turned the heater on a bit earlier. 30. And this is at 180, so we've got 40 more degrees before it comes on. Bed does feel warm now. What are we on? 34. 34. Oh, and the thermostat started to kick in on the heater. So it says it's happy nearly. 37. It's about to print. 37. Let's turn it up a bit more. Let's go have a look at printing. And the bed's at 50 degrees now. Right, it's nearly finished. 3 more, 0.3%, 0.2, 0.1. So we're waiting. When it goes down, these lights should go out. There you go. .31 degrees. It's been 20 minutes, and we'll see if it'll peel off. Ugh, not a bad side. That was the bottom, 6. Quite a good finish. All cleaned off quite nicely. So there you go. Not bad, that was the bottom. Not bad edge, is it? So thanks for watching, and the next video is going to be coming out very soon. I'm making a 240 volts mains printer base bed.